Hey guys, do you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, so we're live on Facebook here. And we're gonna have David Brown show up. David Brown, Kate, last night, you guys, or tonight,
Yeah, 2 to 4 it was supposed to be today. Yeah.
This afternoon, we had a gathering on Nantucket that was scheduled. We do it every year. How many years?
This is the 4th.
So fourth year, we've done what we call the winter edition on Nantucket. And we had to cancel it for reasons that I'm sure you guys know and understand. Although I will say, late in the game, right? Not that that means anything, but Nantucket still doesn't have a known case. Am I right?
That's right. Yeah, no known cases here yet.
And you guys, and it was mostly, almost exclusively locals, except for some of the speakers, right?
Speakers, yeah, coming in from New York, Connecticut, and even some of our speakers were local. So it felt safe for a while, right? And then it didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm Tom Scott, along with Kate Brosnan, co-founder of the Nantucket Project. Your meeting will end in 10 minutes.
You know what I think that is? That's the Zoom meeting.
It's the Zoom meeting.
Yeah, that's the Zoom meeting. So
this is a sign of the times, this doing this stuff by Zoom, things we would have done in person before.
But what does that mean? Text Felipe and ask if he can make us not.
I'm texting him.
All right, we have 9 minutes and 31 seconds. Okay, but I'm Tom Scott and I'm co-founder of the Nantucket Project along with Kate Brosnan, and this is Martha McBride. Top left, Martha runs the neighborhood. And so we decided we'd have a conversation today with one of our speakers who was scheduled to be on Nantucket. He's going to be here any second. And for ourselves, for Nantucket, for our neighborhoods.
And Molly Glazer, who is a local, who Tommy and Martha both know, she's performed a couple of times at the project, and she did her song on Facebook yesterday that she was planning to do for the Nantucket Project with her cello. It was beautiful. So people find a way when things get canceled to get it out there anyway. And this is our way of doing it, which is great.
All right, now there's an upgrade button that I can push. Should I just click it? Should I just click it?
Click it.
What happens? Go for it.
Okay, I'm underway. I'm gonna now write Zoom a $14 check.
Okay.
So that this will work. Now the question is, okay, so you're right. I know what's happening here. So you guys talk amongst yourselves.
So anyway, how are you, Kate? I was wondering, like in the process, it's always so hard to give people bad news like that and cancel things, and we hold off because we don't want to do it.
Right.
But sometimes when you do that, things happen that surprise you. Like, was there anything surprising about the responses?
Yes, I think that, like Maureen Langan, who was going to be one of our speakers, said, I'm so relieved. I feel like people were even with the news, it's like that decision, how serious is this? How should I do this? Am I risking anybody else's health? And so people, I think there was an underlining sense of relief and almost grateful that we canceled it so they didn't have to make that decision, right? So, everybody understood and was really great about it. I didn't have any sense like, oh, that's terrible. And I'm hoping that we can, do it before the season kicks off. That's my hope.
Guys, David's here. Hi, David.
Hello.
Hey,
David.
David!
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, you look so good.
How great is David's apartment?
Hey, boys, come say hi.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have the guys come say hi because you never met them before.
Okay.
David, what are we looking at? That's one great apartment, it seems.
Yeah, this is the living room,
Ooh.
and the den is up above it, and that's a view outside. This is Chris can slide on in. This is Chris Bien right here. Say hi. Look at
Hi.
your face. There you go. This is
Hi,
Kool-Aid.
everybody. Hello.
Hi, guys.
They're stuck at home for the next few weeks, so
Everything's
we're gonna
canceled.
make the best of it.
And no one's fighting yet, or is anybody fighting?
We're all bored out of our minds, though. We all have very short attention spans. Yeah. A lot of binge watching probably over the next few weeks.
A lot of Netflix catching up.
And they
David,
better.
I'm sorry our event got canceled. I was so excited to see you.
Yeah, I was looking forward to seeing you guys as well. Okay, you can go now.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
It's nice meeting everybody.
Nice to meet you. So David, in the realm of tech pain in the ass, it says it's going to kick me off in 4 minutes if I don't send them money. Now,
This feels like a scam. I know it's not, but
so I'm so annoyed right now because we have 5 minutes and 33 seconds for me to give them $14. Even though this is on our company thing, and we do pay them that already, but I don't understand, and we're working on it, so I apologize. And I don't mean to create anxiety here, but if it goes wrong, I apologize.
No
I am
problem.
trying. Anyway, so welcome, David. And, you know, we just decided, I had a meeting this morning. I have a group of people I meet with on a regular basis, and there's like 50 of us, and we can't see each other. So we just did it online this morning, and it was incredible. It was like, you know, we hadn't seen each other in a while,
Mhm.
and everyone's going through stuff. And it was super refreshing. And it was like, I remember this feeling at 9/11. I remember this feeling in 08 of like coming together and how powerful that is. And that, you know, there's a lot of things like, probably for yours too, but for our business, live matters. And so we are absolutely disrupted. And I would imagine that the same is, it's the same for you. So we decided we should do this too. And that's where we are. That's why we're doing this. I'm going to go back to paying, but I want you guys to keep talking on that.
I know.
Yes, if for us, especially here on Nantucket, you know, it's so funny because it's such an isolated place in the winter. We're all hungry for, you know, to be together. We're hungry to be entertained and to learn. Although I think we're kind of a weird breed that chooses isolation by living 30 miles out to sea. Well, now we're really isolated because the schools are, you know, it's like it's a whole new layer of isolation here on Nantucket. You know, so it's so disappointing to our community not to have that chance, especially when something like this is going on, to gather, right?
Right.
So hopefully we'll get another date, David, and that date will work for you, and we can get you here to hear the voice of our community.
Yeah, it's kind of odd that the thing that makes Harmony work and so great, I think, and the thing that makes the Nantucket Project, the Neighborhood Project work, all of those great strengths of ours are right now our weaknesses. And all the positives of all the things that we do are right now our weaknesses, and there are negatives. And, you know, this week, every day, it felt like another, I mean, how many shoes can drop, you know, in 1 week? Last week, I was in Los Angeles, and Ohio had not started making changes yet. But in LA, I noticed, you know, Hollywood Boulevard was basically empty on Friday night at Hollywood and Vine. And so I came back thinking, wow, it's so different there than it is here. And then Monday, we had to make the decision. We preemptively made the decision to stop having rehearsal that night because we had 500 people gathering in a room. And, you know, they sing on each other. So it's like, you know, there's little bits of spit flying everywhere. I mean, you don't like to think about that, but that's what happens. And so we decided, you know, we're going to preemptively kind of do this for 2 weeks. And then by the next day, we already knew it was going to be more than 2 weeks. And then the next day, it was, okay, all of our programs are canceled. And now the state is not allowing anybody going into the prisons. And then the next day, the schools all shut down. And so it's just been kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've been moving toward this concert that was going to be a first of its kind in Columbus in June. And now we're talking about potentially that is going to be put on hold. We were going to take a bridge, a downtown bridge across our river, and we were going to have the 500 voice choir and orchestra span the bridge to metaphorically connect two sides of our city and have all the people gather. And it was called Gather at the River, but nobody wants to gather at anything right now. And so, I mean, I know we will get through this, but as Tom said, I've been really stuck in my head about 9/11. because, I was on 14th Street on 9/11 and, didn't know
David.
what was going. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. By the way, I was on 14th Street on 9/11, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. We may get kicked off any second.
Oh, okay. I forgot. I'm so sorry. I'm babbling. Yeah.
No, it's fine. And we may not, because Chris has given me all the upgrades and everything's been fixed theoretically, but it might be one of these deals where we have to sign back in. So we're either about to be booted or not,
Okay.
but keep going. And we will be back if we are booted, if you're trying to watch right now. But
Sure.
sorry,
That
David. I
feels
was
like
also on
Y2K, where we don't know.
Right. Yes. So, the way I described it, I sent out an email to our mass distribution list and I said, look, September 12th was a day that I had been working toward for 9 months. That was the day that I was supposed to launch my New York City choir.
Wow.
And instead, we woke up on September 12th, isolated in our homes, not gathering, not coming together, asking all these questions. Will it ever change? Will we ever have public events again? We didn't know if another plane was going to hit that day. We didn't know what was going to happen. And there was so much uncertainty. But 3 months later, there were 150 voices filling town hall in Times Square with 1,500 people there, singing as if to say, we are